Welcome back to the MGH United Road to Glory, guys. We have played 16 matches and we find ourselves in second place, 3 points behind Portsmouth. Now, you've probably noticed I haven't been scoring enough goals. I've been defending pretty well. So in today's episode, as we finish up November and December, I'm hoping that we can score some more goals, but we'll see. We are missing, of course, Thomas. If we had Thomas, we'd be top of the league by probably 10 points, something like that. But anyway, let's get into the first few games and see how we get on. So here we go again, guys. You've just seen the league table, and it's time to get into the first game. It is Bristol Rovers, who have 11 points so far this season. So we've simulated this one. And actually, it looked a bit closer than I thought it would be. A 2-1 win, though. Coman scoring both goals whilst playing on that left side. And it's good news. We finally have our midfield back together again. We've got O'Neill back from injury, and he's going to go straight in here. I want to get that match sharpness right back up to the top. So he slots in nicely. We were rotating the squad quite heavily here because it was an EFL Cup game. And as you know, it's not really the priority. Up against Accrington as well. Why is that a tongue twister? It really isn't, Matt. And Coman scored again. He is on fire at the moment, so fair play to him. Another free signing, another gem, if I must say so myself. I am just clearly a transfer window genius. But anyway, into the next game. Derby. And we win the ball in midfield with Oakley Booth. And he's going to lay that one forward. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite get to it. But guess who's there again? It's Oakley Booth in fine form. But despite all of that hard work, we couldn't finish it with Connolly, I think it was, who, I'm going to be honest, guys, little bit underwhelming. For the price that we paid, I'm enjoying Barrett more up front, if that makes sense. It's a little bit of a tricky one because, of course, when you sign a new striker, especially when he's, a couple of million, you want him to perform at a high level, and it hasn't quite worked out yet. He would have got a goal there if my sweaty pass was better. I really should have just had a shot there. But here is Gordon. Flicks it over here to Bolton, who plays it inside, and Oakley Booth is everywhere in this game. He really is having a great time at the moment in the heart of midfield. With him next to Hall, I'm really enjoying it. In this game, he was next to Jordao, and there's Connolly hitting the post this time, which was very unfortunate. But yeah, finding some midfield combos that I really like, even when you have to rotate. Here is Jordao with a little bit of a lacklustre shot there. And we go in at the break 0-0, but plenty of chances. I felt like our first goal was absolutely coming soon. But we get off to a little bit of a dodgy start as Derby come down the left side. Completely unmarked in the box. Holloway probably would have covered it, but still, shocking defending. And it was just more and more pressure from Derby, who were definitely picking things up in the second half, looking like a much better side. A good save from Holloway there, who you could argue has been one of our best players this season. I've mentioned I haven't been scoring enough goals, but I've been defensively a bit stronger. And there it is again. It's partly down to Holloway. And we get a yellow card with O'Neill on his return. Of course, he loves a yellow card. Lovely chip ball over the top to Connolly here. Couldn't quite get it under control, though. But we are going to recycle the ball back into Connolly again. He's going to hit it, and it comes off the post. He's hit the crossbar. He's hit the post and the crossbar in this game. Very unlucky. On another day, he scores 2 goals and we're winning this 2-3-0. But it's 0-0 going into the last moments. And look at that. Absolute pain. We've lost to Derby. And it's 25 seconds into a 4th minute of added time when there's only been +3. Of course, it is a minimum amount of added time, but it sucks nonetheless. They've done an Arsenal to us. I am Bournemouth today. Really unfortunate. So we do pick up a loss. But fair play to Derby. They were awful in the first half, but so much better in the second. Now, putting up another kind of rotated squad in our next game. We've got McGowan going back into the middle up against Port Vale, who are playing 5 at the back, which always annoys me, but we absolutely smashed them. And Brady came in at left back and scored 2 goals. Imagine that. Imagine your left back getting man of the match, not for a defensive performance, but for 2 goals. But the build up to this game, this is the one we've been waiting for. Portsmouth are top of the league with us. They are our main rivals this season. We've got our main 3 in-form players up front. Villalba, we've obviously got Coman in the middle there, and Barrett. It seems to be the go-to front 3 with Gordon on the right. But we're looking at Portsmouth's lineup here. A few players that you might recognise from my Road to Glory with them a couple of years ago. I love Portsmouth, one of my favourite teams in the game. And here is my lineup. It's as strong as it gets. I don't think I can put up a better team. Barrett up front, Coman on the left, Gordon on the right, Villalba in behind, and a really solid defensive unit as well. And of course, Hall and Oakley Booth in midfield. But this is it, guys. I feel like truly, if we can win this game and start to turn the table around, we've been sitting behind Portsmouth for a while. This was an opportunity to leapfrog them into first place. But we give away a free kick within the first few moments here. And you can probably tell what's coming. The cross comes in. It's headed by the number 9, and somehow Bishop gets more power with his header than the cross itself. I mean, how does that make any sense? The cross comes in with quite a light amount of power. Just kind of chips it in. And you're expecting the header to be maybe a little bit of a weak one. The keeper grabs it, but no. It's a bullet of a header. Rigged, I tell you. So we were 1-0 down within moments, but we fought back. 10 minutes in. Good chance, good save from the Ginger Beast in goal. Corner comes in, cleared, but only as far as Barrett, who recycles it into Oakley Booth, getting the shot away, and Tito has to clear up. Over on the left side to Gordon again. I tried to chip it into the middle, but it went really close. I don't know why. But the cross comes back in. Barrett can't win it, but it falls for Villalba. And it's a headed goal for the Paraguayan. I can't remember the last time I scored a header with Villalba. Knowing me, it probably was quite recently and I've just forgotten. But yeah, look at that. 2 strange headed goals. 1-1 after 14 minutes. 10 minutes later, though, I make a mistake. A huge mistake with Williams there. And then another one with the sliding in. And they're through on goal. I couldn't select the right defender. But he had a shot from... What? What are you thinking shooting from there? What a waste of an opportunity. Could have absolutely gone through on goal and probably scored, to be honest. But anyway, just before half-time... We've got the ball into Barrett here. He loses it. But once again, Oakley Booth pushing forward, winning the ball back. And it's a delightful chip from Gordon. Absolute wonder kid, this guy. Jurgen Klopp, what were you thinking? Let him go on a free. Oakley Booth, though, loves winning the ball up high there. Just such an easy place to win the ball and then pass it on. So it's 2-1 into injury time of the first half here. We were defending pretty well. I'm not going to lie. Portsmouth... being the best team this season so far, scored more than anyone, but they weren't looking too deadly in front of goal. Their headed goal was the only real threat that they had in the entire game. Although that one-on-one that they could have had, I still cannot believe he took the shot so early. But anyway, Portsmouth really struggling early in this second half. Barrett was getting more and more of the ball. The Ginger Beast in goal making another vital save. And we find ourselves with 20 minutes to go, really struggling to catch up with the number 8 here. He flicks it into the box with a back heel. And again, they've got to score. They've absolutely got to score there. I'm not quite sure how I'm still winning this match at this point. Another cross coming in. Just a simple pass, really. And again, Holloway there to rescue and hopefully hold us on to a 2-1 win, because they are really, really coming in wave after wave here. Another shot comes in, another save from Holloway, and there it is, guys. The final whistle goes, and we've beaten our main... I don't want to call them rivals, because we're basically a London club, but they're the rivals for this season, and I think we're both going to go up. So I felt like it didn't matter who won that game. We're both going to go up, you know. But we're going to move on into the next game. It's another big one, actually. Cambridge in that kind of top 5, top 6, fighting with a few other clubs right behind us. Needed to pick up a win here. And we get off to a really, really nice start in this game. We were dominating possession, creating chances, but no goal yet. And here come Cambridge on the attack. Very unfortunate for that clearance or that save to bounce straight back. Another shot comes in, and Holloway just making save after save. This guy is incredible. I cannot wait to see how good he's actually going to get. He's got a huge potential, as we know. Coman picks up a loose ball. On his left foot, he somehow squeezes it past the goalkeeper, and we take a 1-0 lead against Cambridge here. Connolly celebrating by jumping on his back. And let's have a look at the replay here. On his weaker foot, very nice. Could have been further in the corner, but of course, it doesn't matter. We still scored, but Cambridge wants to get one back. 72 minutes in, a first-time shot that goes over the bar there. And now we're going to try and get on another attack ourselves. Here is Bolton having a quietly underrated season. Really enjoying Bolton. He's a great player. We couldn't score there. Free kick comes in. Saved. Into the dying moments here. Holding on to yet another 1-0 win. It is constantly 1-0. I'm trying my best in this episode of highlights to just score more goals, and it just wasn't really happening enough. But anyway, we'll move on into Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup, and I meant business in this game. I went full-on attack. We hit the bar early on. Barrett's through. You're thinking he's going to score this one, and he does. 13 minutes in, Barrett gets his goal, and he is back to scoring. That is what we need to see. Barrett going through maybe a couple of games where he wasn't involved as much as I would have liked, but he gets an early goal in this one. Poor tackle, poor defending. Slipping back into my old ways, guys. What can I say? But then I do make up for it with a nice little block there from Bolton. And now we're getting on the attack again. Here is Coman into Hall. The 1-2 is perfection. And I sweated it like an idiot. I should have had a shot. But guess what? It doesn't matter because Barrett gets the ball back from Jackson Hunter. And that's going to be another assist for Hunter at left back. And another goal for Barrett, a striker that's going to hopefully get back into form now. Here he is, picking up the ball from a mistake from their defensive partnership of centre-backs. And he just, the finish is out of this world. So calm. Just strokes it in. I love it. I love these kind of finishes. But yeah, the centre-backs not doing very well at the back there. They gave away the ball and Barrett pounced. It is going to be a hat-trick for Archie Barrett. Now, at this point, we should be jumping to the end of the result, but I thought, come on, it's almost half-time. Let's try and make it 4. We almost did. Corner's going to come in here right before the end of this first half. It's going to come out here to Barrett. I did think about just flicking it and volleying it. Instead, I took control and went for the finesse shot, which, oh well. He's already got a hat-trick. Who cares? We're going to go ahead and jump to result now. It is a 3-0 lead. And of course, that has been one of the rules we've got in the series. If I'm leading or losing by 3 goals, jump to result. And there it is, a 4-0 win as Hull picked up a goal with 9 minutes left on the clock. Anyway, it is time for another big game, guys. Stoke City. Just saying Stoke away gives me shivers as an Arsenal fan. I hated this game so much. But I actually really like it in FIFA. I love their stadium in the game. It's really cool. We got off to a bit of an average start in this one. Multiple chances for each team in this first half coming up. And honestly, I would say that Stoke probably were the better side in this first half. You can probably see from these highlights they were getting closer and closer to scoring the opening goal. And look at that gap that just appeared. Look at that. I mean, I was saying I've been defending quite well this season, but that is not an example of defending well. What was I doing with Hall? I don't know, but what a finish. Holloway maybe could have done better, but I don't know. The goal was just brilliant. So we're 1-0 down, going in at the break. Let's see if we can have a better second half here. Just dominate the game a little bit more. Come so close there with the header from Coman, just wide of the post. And here comes Stoke again, just finding a gap in that defence again. And they punish me. It's 2-0. Oh, so frustrating after all the good work. Beating Portsmouth, starting to really do well in the league. Trying to get that first position and then solidify it, And then I'm just throwing away goals against Stoke. It is disappointing when this happens, but it's football. It is what it is. We're going to try our best to get back in the game. We almost do there. Nice bit of play between Coman and Villalba. The corner comes in, Gordon takes it, and he's actually saying, calm down to everyone. And he does it again. Here, look, calm down, calm down. You calm down. I'm losing 2-0. Why are you doing this? It comes out, Archie Barrett. No, sorry, it's Williams who finds Oakley Booth. And it's out for another corner, but nothing came from it. And Stoke were in again. This is what they were doing this entire game. Thankfully, Holloway learned from his previous conceded goal in this match. And was able to pull off a save there. And we've got Meyer on. Gives it to Gordon. Surely, there we go. We finally pick up a goal here. But honestly, guys, it was against the run of play. Stoke were just the better side. But can we rescue a point? In the dying moments of the game, we've picked it up here. Can we do something with Oakley Booth against his old club? Nope. It is blocked. And they're going to go ahead and clear it away, and the referee's going to blow his whistle. Really frustrating, because on another day, you can win these games while playing badly, and it's a sign of champions, you know, but we weren't able to do that today. Into the next one against Cheltenham Town, 1-0 win, Barrett with the goal. Guys, another 1-0 win. And then into the EFL Cup, again, not really bothered by this competition, and it's another 1-0 win. Who saw that coming? Well, definitely me, because I just edited this together to voice over, so I kind of knew that was coming. People forget, I know what's happened. I have to commentate as if I don't know, you know? I can't give it away. Hey, guys, we win this game, we lose this game, here's the goals. Like, what? That would be so stupid, but we do score late in the first half here against Derby, who were proving to be a tricky opposition today. Very good defensively, but we finally broke through. Into the second half here, Barrett, outside of his right boot, the wrong finish. Absolutely the wrong finish. I should have done something else there. Still 1-0 up, though. We've got the ball with Insua on this right side. Passing it into the box. And Villalba should be scoring. Minimum, he should be hitting the target there. Very disappointing. But we go again. Only about 10 minutes, maybe, including injury time. And finally, we do get that second goal to, I guess, at this point, finish the game off. I didn't think Derby were going to get a goal back. Now I just wanted the clean sheet. And it's such a good strike from Hall off the post. And then somehow the keeper makes a save to keep it at 2-0. We do get the clean sheet. And we're back to winning ways. It feels good. Now into another simulated game against Bristol Rovers. They're not having a good season. And they've lost 2-1 here. Another handy 1-goal lead result. I love a 1-goal lead, clearly. And now into the final game of this episode, Birmingham City. They have a certain Bellingham in this side, the younger brother of Jude Bellingham, playing in midfield. I think he was number 27. Are they going to retire that number as well then? I still can't believe they did that. Like, yeah, he's a good player, Bellingham, but he's not exactly a legend of Birmingham. He didn't win them the Champions League or something, but his brother has scored on the stroke of half-time. Unbelievable, really. Maybe we should look into signing his younger brother. Maybe I could get a face mod made and we can have the younger brother, the younger Bellingham. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Coming close there to equalising. Just wasn't my game at this point. Another shot coming in and it's another goal. Just shocking. 2-0 down against Birmingham. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, this game could have gone better, for sure. Into injury time here. We clear it out, but it's game over. The referee's had enough. And so have I, to be honest. That was a bad one. So there we have it, guys. 26 games played, 7 points clear at the top. Things are looking really good. I'm excited to get into the window. I've already thought about a couple of players that maybe I'm going to move on because they're maybe not going to be good enough for the future, the Championship and onwards. A couple of players like, I think Small and Woods, my two centre-backs, they're probably going to get replaced, if not now, in the next window. Basically, I want to replace the OGs, if that makes sense. And that was always going to happen at some point. And I'm going to try and maybe do 1 or 2 bits of business in the transfer window, which, of course, will be back on Monday. Thank you so much for the support on this week's videos. By the way, what do you think of my new hat? How cool? If you don't know what that is, if you haven't watched the Arsenal documentary on Prime Video, the All or Nothings season from last year, Arteta drew this on a whiteboard and it became very popular online. It's about passion and all that stuff. It's great, and I just had to get the hat. You can get this on the Arsenal website, by the way. I'm not being paid to say that, but I know a lot of people are going to ask me. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next episode on Monday.